Hey everybody.
Hi, I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And we are the
WW
Gays. Brought to you by, where are we right now?
Hotel
We're
Metro.
at
actually,
Hotel Metro in London, and it's a beautiful hotel. We'll tag the hotel for sure.
Yeah.
Very unique, very
nicely
big,
designed,
spacious,
and it's very beautiful as you can
gorgeous
see.
design.
So today's quick tip is about traveling.
Yes.
So it kind of works out that we're actually traveling this weekend on a tour location.
We're on a tour location. We were in London and St. Thomas this weekend. So shout out to everybody we met in London and St. Thomas.
And
so
we're actually this weekend we're going to be in Windsor. So shout out to Windsor when we visit.
We visit you guys this coming weekend.
Yeah. So traveling.
So traveling is always a hard part when you're on your journey.
Yeah.
It's never easy.
You don't have your regular food.
Yeah. Your routine gets thrown off.
Yeah, exactly.
But
there are tips and tricks that we kind of use sometimes when we travel.
Part of it is bring snacks with you.
Yeah.
A huge part of it is snacking.
So right here, we'll show a video of the snacks we brought on this trip.
Yeah. And you can bring a variety of snacks. Also, things to think about is calling your hotel ahead of time, seeing if you can get a small refrigerator put in your hotel room.
Should have done that.
And well, what we didn't know is we actually had one in the room already. But if you call ahead of time, sometimes it's $15 a day, sometimes it's $20, but it's worth it if you could bring fruits and veggies with you.
Yeah, so we didn't bring that with us this time. We brought popcorn. You brought a bit of chocolate for yourself.
Well, I bought some chocolate, so
we bought a container of gummies for ourselves as well. And we're basically sticking to those snacks because that's our main snacks. We did today go get a few extra things for us to enjoy. We got some with Picard peanuts to get a few peanuts and
but we refrained ourselves. We usually used to go into these places and buy non-stop of stuff. We bought one bag each. He got to pick one choice of his and one choice of mine. Unfortunately, mine is chocolate, so he won't be able to eat mine, but I'll let him have more of the other kind instead. Yeah. And that's how it goes.
Yeah, we just went to the market across the street from the hotel. We got some cheese curds, because you know me with cheese.
Him and cheese, and I like cheese curds as well.
And we bought ourselves some dessert.
And we bought ourselves dessert. It is Easter weekend this weekend. So
we're not seeing family. We're just the two of us this weekend.
It's just the two of us in our hotel room, which is fantastic, which is nice. We got to spend some time together on the cruise, but now we're getting to spend just us time touring around, which is also fantastic.
So traveling, so like we said, bring snacks that you know you can eat, that you can use when you're hungry. Another thing, a tip is to maybe look for restaurants that you know
ahead of time that you can maybe point out the meals for. Yeah, point out your meals ahead of time. Also, make sure that you're picking 0-point foods if you possibly can when you are going to the restaurants.
We just went to lunch.
We were at Swiss Chalet today, and I picked a 0-point lunch. My lunch was nothing. I had a quarter chicken and some vegetables.
Mine was 7. No, someone's at the door.
Someone's at the door.
We'll be back in a second. We're back.
Sorry about that. That was housekeeping. And we decided not to have them come in because we were like, you know what? We're only here one more night. Why have them come in to make
our bed's ready so we can make our own bed?
Exactly.
Yeah. So another tip when you're traveling is, explore.
Yes.
It's a great way for you to walk around, to explore new streets, new locations, new places.
Find places. Find across the street from where we're at. There's a market. So we had fun just walking around the market. Yes, there's a lot of temptation there.
Of course.
But there are always some healthy choices that you can make.
There's a lot of vegetables in there.
A lot of fruits and vegetables.
In terms of, so that's really traveling just for a weekend. So like we said, bring snacks, be smart about where you're going to go eat, try to plan ahead. If you know you're going to be eating heavy meals, have 0-point lunches like we had today at Swiss Chalet. More
0-point breakfast, 0-point lunch.
So that kind of helps out with the, figuring out when to have your points. Now in terms of when you're traveling, all-inclusive. Yeah. So so you guys just saw us go on our cruise, and we've kind of throughout the whole videos did discuss some of our tips for that, but we thought maybe today would be a good time to kind of summarize all the things we did on a cruise to try to keep ourselves on track.
Completely. So number one thing is we did not go to the buffet for breakfast. Yeah. That was our number one thing. We stuck to having the breakfast brought to us because we were able to pick specific items that we always eat at home. Yeah. By doing that, it allowed us to have a 0-point breakfast, or actually a very low-point breakfast, because we did have either a piece of toast or a hash brown one day. Yes. Yeah. But at that point, we knew we were only allowed to have that one portion.
And we know ourselves. We know if we go to a buffet, we would end up picking things that were not waffles, pancakes,
bacon,
Danish, lots of cheese, lots of things that we know.
Things we normally would not have on a regular breakfast day, on Monday through Friday, basically.
Yeah. So for lunches on the cruise, so you can do the same thing on all-inclusive resort. So we had salads for lunch every day. We would always make sure that we had one salad, and then the second plate would be chicken, vegetables, and then then some treats. Like for me, I always had at least every day a bit of mac and cheese and a slice of pizza.
And I didn't have any treats. Mine was always a salad, chicken, and vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have rice.
Yeah,
so
rice.
I would spoil myself a little bit with the side of rice.
And we always had ice cream most days.
And we had
lunch.
1 scoop of ice cream after lunch. And they had a sugar.
2 scoops.
It started with 1 and went to 2.
Yeah.
And then they did have a sugar-free ice cream option, which is always nice. So look for those options because they do have those options as well.
And then for dinner was when we would usually indulge more, but we never went to buffet for dinner. Again, same reason
we
as
always
breakfast.
went to the a la carte restaurants because portions. When you are presented with a bunch of food, when you have a food addiction, and I'm going to call it that because that's what it is, you have a harder time, at least we do, we have a harder time controlling ourselves.
Or controlling ourselves,
And in making sure, even though we're full to the point, full to the rim, because it's in front of you, it's still tempting and you're still going to end up putting it in your mouth.
Yeah. So that's one thing we did. We always went to the a la cartes, even though sometimes we did order some things that we got 2 meals, we would share it.
Yeah.
And things that was cool about on the cruise is that the portions were very small, so it actually allowed us to try different things and not overeat, which was a very good thing.
Exactly.
And we had dessert every night.
Every night.
So we definitely had dessert and enjoyed our meals, and we got to eat a lot of stuff that we haven't been eating in a long time.
We did, and we did that because we knew not only did we control ourselves food-wise, but as part as traveling in this is activity.
Yeah.
Getting activity in. Making
Definitely
sure we're
important.
here on the 3rd floor at this hotel, and we took the elevator once when we had our luggage with us, but other than that, it's only been the stairs.
We've been taking the stairs every single
So
time.
every single time, up and down the stairs.
On the cruise ship was the exact same thing.
You saw it. The only time we were on those stairs and that elevator was when we were dancing. We were the dancing elevator guys.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. So
we walked. We also did not spend our time on sitting down constantly.
No.
We often got up and just took walks on the boat.
Yes.
Just continuously having activities and doing things.
Yeah, keeping our bodies moving because the more you keep your body moving, the more you want to keep moving.
Yeah, exactly.
So these are some tips we hope you guys can,
incorporate
into your vacations or your little
travels. Yeah.
And we know that it's always harder when there's a holiday, Easter being this weekend, and there's always goodies and treats and things like that. But if you make it become a routine and it just becomes part of your life, then going on vacation and going on a small weekend getaway becomes a regular thing.
Yeah.
And you can do it just like anybody else, but still have a good time and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some of these tips. If you guys have any tips from when you travel,
please
share them because you know what? We're going to be traveling a lot the next little while, visiting all of you. So we need these tips to help us stay on track.
Yes, we do need to stay on track because it is easy to fall.
Exactly.
To falter.
It is. But we've been good today. I'm pretty proud of us because we saw a lot of stuff at the market.
Oh my goodness. And we actually, one other tip that I want to say, we walked around the full market first before we bought anything.
Yeah, and we only picked one thing.
We picked one thing
so,
each.
For example, at Picard Peanuts, I picked 1 bag, he picked 1 bag. Yeah. And before, if he sat back, we would have picked 6 bags each. And we knew, though. We knew ourselves.
We have no control when it comes to that. Yeah. We do now because we've created that control. Yeah. We've created, as someone said earlier in our St. Thomas, we've said it too. We created rules. We have rules that we follow and we live by. And if that's what you need to do, do it. I suggest create these rules, have them written out, put them in your pocket, remind yourself about them.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. You can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below, or finding us on all social media using #WWGays.
Or check out our website at www.gays.com.
And hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of our videos for the rest of the week.
Happy travels.
Bye.
Bye.